Out and About TV, travel, adventure, and RVs. Join Sharon and Tom each week as they travel America in a 30-foot trailer exploring and living the RV lifestyle. From trip and product reviews to RV show reports and an unfiltered look at life on the road. This is the show for you. Welcome.
Hey, welcome. Good to have you with us, Joe Pal Tom McCullough, the man with the perfect face for radio. And welcome to another episode of As the Trailer Turns. No, of Out and About TV. On behalf of Sharon and myself, so good that you joined us. We appreciate it. Got another great show for you. We're up to 40 shows now. So check out the library, and a lot of great subjects in there, great interviews and product reviews and trip reports from places that we've been and places that we want to be. I've been studying a lot about new trailers. Unfortunately, we're going to retire Dragonfly. Dragonfly is our 1969 Shasta Compact, our COVID coach. It's a classic, but it's small. It's only like 15 feet long. So we're going to get a real trailer, as Mike says. So we're happy that you're here. We've got a lot of great shows coming up for you. If you'd like to follow along and see what shows we've done and what shows we're going to do, we have a list on our Facebook page. Soon on our website. I'll do that this week. And we've got a new website, by the way, www.outandaboutrvtv.com. And that's our website. And so we'll keep in touch there. And then our Facebook page, of course, look us up there. And still giving away t-shirts. Just send us an email in order to get entered or win a free ball cap. Our next, we're going to pull for the month of June. We've got about 10 entries so far, and we're going to do a live broadcast on July the 4th. Yeah, we'll have some sparklers and some excitement, some hot dogs, and some saluting of America's 250th birthday. It's not actually 250 years. But it's close. And what else is happening? So we're doing that. I am probably going to take off next week and go down to the summer RV show that's happening in Tampa. It's the Summer Super Show. And we'll see. Rumor is that some manufacturers use that show to kind of test the waters and do a rough, dry run before the big show in Hershey in September. And I'm still trying to work it out to be able to attend. And we'll see, because I've never been, and it's my friend Robert from Traveling Robert. We just interviewed back in episode 24, I believe it was. And says that it's really something to see, that everybody is there and it is huge, and that you really need at least 3 days just to see it all. So that's kind of interesting. And it'll be a chance for me to cover the content creators, which is what we try to do here. Although a lot of them don't want to come on the air and talk to me. I think they're afraid of the questions I might ask, although I'd ask really nice questions, not softball questions, but nice questions. And like that. So we'll keep trying. We'll keep asking. Same thing with manufacturers. I've maybe gotten 10 email responses from our idea of the RV Owners Association of America. So I guess people don't care that much about banding together, documenting what's going on, providing a clearinghouse for information, provide a lobbying arm for RV owners' wants and needs. I've checked out the other organizations. I'm well aware of them. And they ain't doing the job. And you know that, and I know that. So, and they know that. They know they're ineffectual. Look at the situation that we're in. I love the RV industry. In case anybody's wondering out there, in case anybody gets this message. This is a Detroit boy from Michigan who, has been a camper and has always loved travel trailers are my favorite, maybe fifth wheels. Yeah. So I say it, and I know that the vast majority of people who are working on the line in Elkhart are hard-working SOBs. They get up in the morning and they go and they try and do their best job. But when the system itself is rigged against them in order for them to be able to earn a living, what do you expect? When Berkshire Hathaway and those other big boys came and took this industry over, they said, it's about the stockholder. We don't care about the worker on the line. And least of all, do we care about John, and Susie Q. Public driving the rig down the road. It's about the stockholders for them. They've made that painfully obvious. And we need to work to make sure that changes. Either that or just be, from the response, most people don't care. It don't affect me. I got my trailer. It's fine. Okay. I'll shut up now. Probably too late. But I believe what I believe. I am a good, God-fearing man. A dope-smoking hippie from Ann Arbor, Michigan. So, there you go. Anyway, we got a lot to get to. We're going to talk about RV maintenance. We're going to talk about inspections and how important they are. We're also going to take a trip. Where are we going? Yeah, last week we went to Las Vegas, and that was a lot of fun. This week, we're going to one of my favorite cities, St. Augustine, Florida, America's oldest city. We're going to check that out. And then also, we're going to talk about pest control. How do you take care of the bugs and the ants and the mices that are trying to get in to your rig? We're going to talk all about that. Buckle up, lot to get to, and away we go.
At Out and About TV, we've done the legwork for you, watching, analysing and curating the top RV YouTube channels that cover everything from trailers and fifth wheels to vans and mobile homes. These RV YouTubers have turned their passion into full-time careers, influencing the RV community and even shaping industry trends. Channels that entertain, educate, and inspire with hosts that have the heart of a teacher. Stop by and we will examine what these channels are covering. And it is more than just entertainment. Just consider Out and About your personal digital campfire. For all things RV.
This week's YouTube RV Channel Spotlight takes us to what many RV enthusiasts consider the gold standard of van life and camper van content on YouTube, New Jersey Outdoor Adventures, hosted by Patrick Botticelli. When people talk about the biggest names in the RV broadcasting space, Patrick's name is always near the top of the list. Over the years, New Jersey Outdoor Adventures has grown into one of the most watched and most respected channels in the industry, attracting an audience of well over 1 million followers and viewers. Patrick has built a loyal fan base by doing something surprisingly simple: producing high-quality content and letting the vehicles and their owners tell the stories. And make no mistake, the productions are broadcast quality and are simply outstanding. One of the first things you'll notice when watching a New Jersey Outdoor Adventures video is the cinematography. The camera work is exceptional. Every shot is crisp, every angle is carefully selected, and every tour feels professionally produced. Whether he's filming inside a compact camper van, walking through a luxury Class B motorhome, or touring a custom-built overland rig, Patrick has a knack for showing viewers exactly what they want to see. In many ways, his videos resemble television documentaries more than typical YouTube content. The pacing is smooth, the audio is crystal clear, and the attention to detail is remarkable. It's obvious that a tremendous amount of time and effort goes into each production. At the heart of the channel are Patrick's famous van tours. To date, he has produced more than 300 detailed camper van tours, making him one of the most prolific vehicle reviewers anywhere on YouTube. From factory-built Class B motorhomes to handcrafted custom conversions, Patrick has probably toured more camper vans than just about anyone in the business. And that's important because today's RV market is changing rapidly. More and more travelers are downsizing from large motorhomes and fifth wheels into smaller, more maneuverable vans. Some want the ability to stealth camp. Others want better fuel economy. Many simply prefer the freedom of a vehicle that can fit into a normal parking space. Patrick recognized this trend years ago and has become one of the leading authorities on the subject. His channel serves as an incredible research library for anyone considering the van life lifestyle. If you're thinking about buying a camper van, chances are Patrick has already toured something similar. His videos allow viewers to compare layouts, storage solutions, electrical systems, kitchens, bathrooms, sleeping arrangements, and countless other features before ever stepping foot inside a dealership. But what really separates New Jersey Outdoor Adventures from many other channels is Patrick's interviewing style. He doesn't rush through a vehicle in 5 minutes and move on. Instead, he allows builders, manufacturers, and owners to explain their design decisions and share their experiences. Viewers learn not only what a vehicle looks like, but how it actually performs in the real world. The result is a deeper and more informative experience that helps potential buyers make smarter decisions. That approach has earned Patrick tremendous respect throughout the RV industry. Manufacturers trust him with new product launches. Builders invite him to showcase their latest designs. Owners proudly open their doors and share the stories behind their rigs. That level of access doesn't happen overnight. It comes from years of professionalism, credibility, and consistency. And while vans remain the channel's primary focus, New Jersey Outdoor Adventures is about much more than camper vans. Patrick frequently covers boats, outdoor recreation equipment, travel destinations, camping products, and the people who have chosen a life centered around adventure. His audience includes RV owners, boaters, overlanders, campers, fishermen, photographers, and outdoor enthusiasts from every corner of the country. In many ways, the channel celebrates a lifestyle rather than a specific vehicle. It's about freedom. It's about exploration. It's about discovering what's beyond the next curve in the road. For aspiring content creators, there's another lesson to be learned from Patrick's success. His channel wasn't built overnight. Like every successful YouTube creator, he started with a camera, a vision, and a willingness to put in the work. Video after video, year after year, he built an audience by consistently delivering value. That's a strong reminder that success on YouTube isn't usually about luck. It's about showing up, creating quality content, and serving your audience. Today, New Jersey Outdoor Adventures stands as one of the most influential channels in the RV and outdoor recreation world. Its combination of professional production, beautiful cinematography, detailed vehicle tours, and trustworthy information has made it a must-watch resource for anyone interested in the mobile life. Today, New Jersey Outdoor Adventures stands as one of the most influential channels in the RV and outdoor recreation world. Its combination of professional production, beautiful cinematography, detailed vehicle tours, and trustworthy information has made it a must-watch resource for anyone interested in life on the road. And if you're shopping for a camper van, researching your next adventure vehicle, or simply enjoy seeing some of the most innovative rigs on the market, Patrick Botticelli's channel deserves a place at the very top of your subscription list. From all of us here at Out and About TV, we tip our hat to Patrick Botticelli and New Jersey Outdoor Adventures. Thank you for setting the bar so high and for inspiring countless travelers to get outside, hit the road, and start their next adventure. I'm Hope. Until next time, safe travels, happy camping, and remember, adventure before dementia.
Hey, every week, tune in. We're going to keep cataloging the best in RV channels on YouTube and tell you what they're all about and save you a little bit of time there. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Well, this time out, let's talk about DIY RV maintenance and also inspections and the inspection process. We're kind of getting a twofer this time. But this is, first off, I want to talk to you a little bit about simple maintenance that every RV owner can do. Simple maintenance tasks that any and every RV owner should do. You know, buying an RV is a major investment. Ain't no doubt about it. And like any investment, it requires maintenance. It requires regular maintaining of the asset. Although you're losing 30 or 40% the minute you drive it off the lot. You know that, right? Unless you're buying used. But given that, regular maintenance to keep it operating safely and looking its best is essential. Agreed? The good news is that many of the most important maintenance tasks don't require a mechanic at all. You don't need a service center. You don't need a large repair bill for sure. In fact, there are several simple jobs that most RV owners can handle themselves with little time and attention. Let's start at the top. Literally, the roof. The roof. The roof. The roof is on. The roof is one of the most important parts of your entire rig. It's your first line of defense against rain, sun, wind, snow, weather. Unfortunately, it's also one of the most neglected areas of the rig. Experts recommend that you inspect your roof several times a year, especially after severe weather. Look for cracks, gaps, loose sealant, signs of damage around vents, skylights, antennas, air conditioners, and any roof penetration. Catching a small leak early can prevent thousands of dollars in water damage later. While you're up there, give the roof a good cleaning. Dirt, leaves, and debris can trap moisture and shorten the life of roofing materials. A clean roof is easier to inspect and helps keep your RV looking great. And speaking of cleaning, you know, a regular washing isn't just about appearances. Road grime, tree sap, bird droppings, salt air can damage paint, decals, and exterior finishes over time, and sometimes it doesn't take too long. A thorough washing several times a year can help preserve your RV's value and extend the life of your exterior components. Another often overlooked task is maintaining your freshwater system, especially when if you're near your cargo weight limit. You probably travel with not very much water, if any at all, in your freshwater system, let alone your waste tanks. You probably travel empty most of the time. So that moisture that's in there ain't good. And most RV experts recommend sanitizing the freshwater tank at least once or twice a year. Typically, this involves using a diluted household bleach solution. You run that through your plumbing system, allow it to sit for several hours, and then thoroughly flush the system out with clean water. And that process helps eliminate bacteria, mold, and any other contaminants that might be in there. It's important. Next comes caulking and sealant. Everywhere. Walk around your RV every few months and closely examine the windows, the doors, compartment openings, trim pieces, marker lights, anything that where water might be able to get in. You've got to be evangelical about it. Unrelenting. Water is the enemy. And sunlight, temperature changes, vibration from the road can cause sealants to dry out, crack, and deteriorate over time. And replacing a small section of caulk is inexpensive and easy. Ignoring it can lead to costly water intrusion and possible structural damage. Now, I've studied various roofing systems and stuff like that, and I will tell you this. Sharon and I are going to buy a new trailer this fall. And one of the very first things, I'm not saying you should do this, but I'm doing it for my own peace of mind. We're going to drive that puppy from the dealership to the flex roof people. And we're going to have a flex roof system or something similar put on that rig so that we don't have to worry about water coming through the roof anymore. However much it costs, and we think it's going to cost, around $10,000 for a 28-foot, 27-foot trailer. However much it costs, the peace of mind it provides makes it well worth it to me. I worry about stuff like that. And at 70 years old, I ain't got time nor inclination to be climbing up ladders and walking around and working up on a roof. So that's just me. So that's what we're doing. But caulk is inexpensive. I never quite understood. I see some people and I see the YouTube videos and they're just slathering the caulk on there. I kind of like those Flex Seal products. I've used them. They're just like liquid rubber. Impossible to get out, to take out or sand out once you do it. It's permanent. Don't do it unless you. But they're amazing line of products. So be unrelenting in your search for possible places where water might get into your rig. And we're going to have a interview from a major resealer and major RV water expert from Australia. That's coming up in another week or so. Next, don't forget your tires. Tires are super important. We've talked about tires here. Check your tire pressure before each and every trip. Inspect for cracking and uneven wear, and verify that your lug nuts are properly tightened. That's true in life. Tires are often the most overlooked safety item on an RV, yet they are responsible for carrying thousands of pounds, as well as you and your family's life down the highway. Don't forget about them. Lubricate all moving parts. That's super important. And again, it's something that's often overlooked. I always put grease on my ball to help the friction there. But tires are often overlooked. Anyway, finally, lubricate all moving parts. Slide outs, stabilizer jacks, entry steps, locks, hinges, leveling systems, all benefit from periodic lubrication and inspection. Down here in the Florida land of the blue hair, WD-40, spray a lot of it. A few minutes of preventive maintenance today can help avoid expensive repairs tomorrow. The bottom line is simple. You don't have to be a professional technician to keep your RV in great shape. A little attention to detail, a few basic tools, and a real maintenance routine can dramatically increase the life of your rig and make your travels safer and more enjoyable. After all, the more time your RV spends in your driveway getting a little TLC, the less time it will spend sitting in a repair shop waiting to be serviced. Now, continuing on with our DIY maintenance thing, I want to also talk a little bit about inspections. Now, we've talked about the need for you to inspect every 90 days your roof, your entire rig, all the caulking on it. But let's take a look at one of the most vital aspects of buying an RV: inspections. Now, last week we talked a little bit about techniques for you to get a good deal on your next RV, but you would be certifiable to buy an RV today, new or used, without an inspection. Just like a home inspection. You'd never buy a home. Same thing. It's the one essential endeavor for protecting your interests and ensuring that you know everything there is to know about the prospective purchase that you're about to make. You want to crawl up the ass of that rig with a flashlight. Excuse my French. Better yet, how about getting somebody who knows more than you do to do it? Smart. Now, not all RV inspectors are created equal, that's for sure. You want someone who is properly trained, certified, and experienced, and somewhat affordable if you can find them. Now, here's how to find a qualified professional. One of the best ways is word of mouth. Ask around on the forums. References from other RV owners are the creme de la creme of references. So ask them how their experience was. Ask whomever you select to provide some customer references. One of the primary sources of qualified professionals is the National RV Inspectors Association, the NRVIA. See, even they have their own organization. The NRVIA is the premier certification organization for RV inspectors. They provide a comprehensive training program and ensure that all of their inspectors meet professional standards. You can use the NRVIA locator at the address on the bottom of the screen to search for certified inspectors in your zip code or near your city or state. This directory includes professionals who have completed their NRVIA training and maintain their certification in good standing. When searching the NRVIA directory, you'll find inspector profiles that typically include their certification level, their years of experience, their service areas, their contact information, and any specialties. Certain RV types, for example, some specialize in motor coaches, others in travel trailers, and like that. There's also rvhelp.com. This service partners with NRVIA and provides another way to find certified inspectors based on your location, inspector reviews, and the availability for pre-purchase, warranty, or rental inspections, and the specific services that are offered. That's kind of interesting because a lot of manufacturers now, not a lot, but several manufacturers now require, before they authorize the warranty work, they want to send their inspector out. And guess what? If they don't approve the warranty work, you pay for the inspection. The review system on rvhelp.com is particularly valuable because you can see feedback from other RV buyers who used these inspectors. That's very valuable. What should you watch out for? Make sure you feel fully comfortable with your inspector. You need to have a frank and open line of communication. And when choosing an inspector, you might ask about things like certification. You got current certifications? What has your experience been? How many RVs have you inspected? How long have they been doing this? Specialization. Do they have any experience with your particular RV? Quality. Can they show sample reports that they've done in the past so you can know what to expect? What is the turnaround time? It's going to take a week, a month. Availability. Can they inspect within your timeline? And references. Can they provide some past clients to sing their praises? Red flags to avoid. Inspectors who won't show their certification. Anyone offering quick inspections. Inspectors who seem dismissive of your concerns. An inspector with connections to the dealer or the seller. You want a completely independent inspection. You know, when we're selling a house, when my client's buying a house, I go and let the inspector in or make sure the inspector can have access to the home. And I don't even show up until maybe at the end, if that. I want a completely unbiased, uninfluenced inspection report. And so should you. Getting a pre-purchase inspection, it's in granite. And if you don't, that's on you. Getting a pre-purchase inspection is important preventive medicine, and any RV buyer that moves forward without one has a fool for a client. I'm Tom, and this is Out and About TV. Rolling, man, my ass is pulling real high. Yeah, it's time for another product roundup. This time, it's bugging me, man. We're going to talk about RV pest control, keeping mice, ants, roaches, and other critters out of your RV. If you've spent any time RVing, you've probably learned one simple truth. You're not the only one who wants to enjoy your campsite or your trailer or motor coach. Mice, ants, roaches, spiders, or other unwanted guests are constantly looking for food, water, and shelter, and unfortunately, your RV provides all three. The good news is that preventing a pest problem is usually much easier and much cheaper than dealing with an infestation after it happens. You think that can't happen? I got a friend of mine who had German cockroaches basically take out his stove. They got in there, and I don't know, there's something coating on the wires that they like or something like that, destroyed his stove, cost him $600. So we want to deal with it preventively and not wait until there's an infestation. Let's start with the biggest culprit of all and one of the most dangerous, mice. A mouse can squeeze through an opening about the size of a dime. That means that even the tiniest gap around plumbing lines, wiring, slide outs, or storage compartments can become an invitation. One of the first things every RV owner should do is inspect the underside of their rig and seal any openings they find. Many experienced RVers use expanding foam, steel wool, or specialized rodent blocking materials to close off those entry points. And remember, if a mouse can smell food, he'll spend all night looking for a way inside. That means cereal boxes, pet food, breads, chips, snacks, all of that should be stored in airtight sealed plastic containers. Next up, the bane of my existence. Ants. Ants may be tiny, but they can invade an RV by hundreds or even thousands. Crawl up that power line, crawl up that water line, crawl up that stabilizer jack. Ants may be tiny, but they take care of business. The best defense is cleanliness. That's true for a lot of things. Wipe down all your counters regularly. Sweep your floors. Don't leave food or sugary drinks sitting out overnight. Many RVers also place ant bait stations near utility hookups and storage compartments. These products allow worker ants to carry the bait back to the colony, eliminating the source of the problem rather than just killing a few scouts. Roaches can be an even bigger challenge. These unwanted hitchhikers often arrive inside cardboard boxes, grocery bags, or items stored in garages and sheds before being loaded onto the RV. Keeping storage areas clean and dry is important because roaches love moisture almost as much as they love food. If you spot one roach, chances are there's 25, maybe 100. Gel baits and enclosed bait stations are often more effective than sprays because they continue working long after the application. Spiders, wasps, bees, and other insects can also become seasonal nuisances. Nuisances. Yeah, that's the word. They're a nuisance. Regular inspections around doors, windows, any kind of openings, your awnings, storage compartments can help you catch problems